Actual drink.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Cheers, everybody, for being live.
Clink.
Clink.
We all have actual drinks. So welcome, whoever's, if there's anyone that's watching. This was kind of last minute, but we all wanted to kind of get together and say hi because it's the Halloween season of year 2023, and it's been a year.
It has been a year.
It has been a year. Oh, it looks like we've got Shelby here. So hello, nice seeing you.
Hi, Shelby.
I know it's been crazy. So we've had lots of fun stuff happening. What is everybody's Halloween plans this year? Let's get right into it.
Are we just jumping in?
Why? Like, what do you mean? What else?
Like, are we going in some sort of order here or what? Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Volunteered to go first.
Because
you just volunteered to go first.
Yeah, because like I feel like I'm not the obvious in terms of like the layout on my screen. I'm not the obvious person to go next, but I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, I think it's the layout on everyone's screen.
Okay, so yeah, my plan is to steal as much of my children's candy as possible. So I have two kids, and like one of them will share, the other won't. So I can just get candy from the little one, but the big one I have to like be subtle about it, like kind of like a ninja. I have to sneak into her room, steal candy. I can't take any like really good candy because she'll notice. So I got to take like mid-tier candy.
Mid-tier candy.
Yeah.
Okay, what is a mid-tier candy? Can we agree on what mid-tier candy is?
I always go for the good stuff.
Right? I'm like,
Yep.
I always like just sneak a chocolate.
Well, there's chocolate. There's gonna be lots of chocolate.
I think
so
Smarties, but the kids like Smarties.
they do like Smarties. I think in my case it's like
I
a
go
Kit
for high
Kat.
end. Yeah.
So like
I find Smarties the lowest end of the chocolate.
That.
okay, there's a definite thing about like, are you a Smarties
but my
person or are you
kids think it's
a M&M's
mid-tier.
person?
I am a none of them person. Give me
Oh.
an actual chocolate bar.
Oh yeah, I agree. I do like Smarties over M&M's. Just saying, like, go Canada, but that's just
Like
that.
even the flavor, like not even Canadian wise, but like the flavor of it.
Here's the thing: Smarties are like more like candy. M&M's are more like chocolate.
Yes. Okay. I will agree. One is a candy,
Okay,
one is a
can
chocolate.
I
Shelby
ask
just said, "What the
because-
fuck, Michelle?" And I'll tell you.
Because I don't know,
Ew.
are Smarties the same thing in Canada as they are in the US? Because
No,
our Smarties
I don't-
suck.
no. We call your Smarties. We call them Rockets.
Okay, those are terrible, and I hate
Rockets.
them.
Yeah.
What are your Smarties?
Our
kids
Smarties are like
love
M&M's, but like
Oh,
the shell is like
But
thicker
lower
and
tier.
more like candy.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because our Smarties are like chalk. They're like flavored
Yes.
chalk. They're disgusting. It's terrible.
Yeah, I think that's why we call them Rockets, because we already had Smarties.
Yeah.
And so like they were like, oh, we can't call them Smarties. Let's call them some other thing that makes no sense.
But sounds pretty cool. It's because it's in the tube and it looks like a rocket.
I guess. And you know what? It is kind of chalky. So like it's kind of smoky when you chew them if you kind of blow it out. So I think there's some kind of logic there.
Come up and snort them as a kid.
Yeah. I saw some kid like crush them up and then like he crushed them up and then like smoked them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was wild.
Never.
Wow.
That is terrible.
Some intense Halloweens in childhood. Just hit me right in the vein. Sugar straight into the system.
That's right. Yeah.
Our Halloween plans are our kids always decide they're too old to dress up, and then they change their mind last minute. We have some epic costumes from years previous. They've never wanted Halloween costumes like that are really fancy in the past until this one year. They were randomly both like, "Hey, Mom, can you make me a Halloween costume?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. What?" And they're like, "I want to be Han Solo riding on a tauntaun." So this one year, we made like the most epic Halloween costumes ever, and we put it on Twitter, and like Mark Hamill liked it, and it went viral.
wow.
and so they're probably going as Han Solo and Luke Skywalker on Tauntauns. The youngest has like a plague doctor suit that he's going to go in with, the plague doctor mask, because they're learning about the plague in school right now. So he thought that the masks were the coolest thing in the world, and I agreed and will at some point steal that mask. So I sprung for a plague doctor outfit for him.
Nice.
I like that. Well, my kids are grown, so they're not really into the trick-or-treating scene anymore, but we have by us there is a place called Tarrytown, New York, which is Sleepy Hollow, which is where like Washington Irving did like his Legend of Sleepy Hollow, so the Headless Horseman and all that stuff. They do a excuse me. They do a big event they call Blaze, where they carve like hundreds and thousands of jack-o'-lanterns, and it's just like different things. So there's like a carousel that's like fully functional. You can't get on it, but like it spins and stuff. It's completely jack-o'-lanterns. They have like a clock with like a pendulum that's like all carved jack-o'-lanterns. It's really cool, really beautiful, kind of weird, but weird's good with us. So we tend to go there. So we have tickets to attend this weekend. So we're going to be doing that, kind of celebrating fall with a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns, spooky stuff, and then we're going to go eat barbecue. So,
Ooh.
Yeah, anything that ends with eating barbecue is good.
Right? Or
Yeah.
begins with eating.
Yeah,
barbecue.
honestly, if there's
Like
eating barbecue in
begins
any
and-
portion of it, it's good.
Yes, if there's barbecue at some point in the event,
Yeah.
it is a quality.
Is the quality event. Does the quality of the barbecue like dictate the quality of the event as well, though? Because like I've had some pretty shitty barbecue, Father, and like just curious. We're just putting that out there.
You know what? I guess we go to the same place, like because it's on the way there. So I'm kind of spoiled because it's a very good barbecue restaurant. I'm picky because I'm from the American South, and we're really particular about our barbecue. So I only go to places like if I go once and it's bad, I'm like never again.
Never again.
But if I find a place that serves good barbecue, I'm like, okay, this is a place we can visit. So
That's perfect. So Shelby says they don't have Smarties in the US. No, they don't. It's a Canadian thing only. And I think this is in referencing to costumes. Have you seen the crochet xenomorph costume? Please, Lord, say that I said that correctly. XENO morph.
No, you did. You did.
Yeah.
It's the alien from Aliens.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, I haven't seen it in real life, but I saw
Someone's
it on
grandma
Instagram.
just like crocheted it for them. That would be amazing. What do you want to be for Halloween, honey? Can you imagine like someone's grandma just looking up reference pictures and studying
love that.
Alien? I want to see it now. I have not seen it, Shelby, and I want to
Yes,
see it.
I have seen
look
it.
it up. It's really cute. I like
Yeah,
it.
it is. It's like the alien you want to hug.
Alien you want to hug. Yeah, my so Shelby's gonna be
Now I know I want to be next Halloween.
Shelby's gonna be binging horror movies based on books that she read last year. Oh, that's exciting.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna be taking like the little kids out to trick or treat. We're going to have a dinosaur and a zombie princess. I had
Nice.
to buy green hair dye, and we're gonna do face paint, which is gonna be lots of fun.
I like that it's a princess.
Yeah. Well, she's been a princess riding a unicorn for the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And this year she wants to be a zombie princess riding a unicorn. So I was like, cool. She's mixing.
Natural step in the evolution.
She's like, I want to be something spooky. I was like, okay. I already bought you the princess dress, so what can we do with this? So yeah. And then probably a scary movie based on children. Or I'll probably watch a scary movie by myself in the middle of the night.
Ooh, watch The Children.
The Children.
Yeah, I think it's British. It's really good.
Oh. Very cool.
Yeah.
Actually, let's talk about that. What's your favorite all-time top 3 horror movies? Here's Holly. She's just like,
Yeah, I don't.
it's gonna be
Okay,
hard.
so
It's gonna be hard.
here we go. Confession time. I'm not really that into scary movies.
Yeah.
I like scary books. I love horror fiction, but movies, I don't know. It's kind of hit or miss for me. So,
Okay, what is it about scary movies that you don't really like?
I don't know. Like I like some of them. So I tend to like the folk horror films. So I liked The Witch.
Yeah.
I liked Midsummer. So those are like I think A24 films, I think. And I liked the recent Goosebumps series on Hulu, Yellow Jackets, things like that. I really liked. But something about horror movies, I don't know if it's just slashers maybe that I don't like, and a lot of horror movies tend to be slashers, or at least in my realm.
Ooh,
But I'm
have you
not
seen
as
Talk
into
to Me? The one with
Yes,
the hands?
I liked that one. I did
That
like
was
that one.
good.
So I was at a festival like maybe 2 weeks ago down in Asbury Park, and the guy who was next to me at the table, he was like, "What kind of horror do you like?" And I'm like, "I like the coming of age kind of like stuff with like kids and people who are just like young adults." And he goes, "Have you seen Talk to Me?" And I was like, "No." So he's like, "You should watch this." So I come home and I watch it like the next night, and it was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could. That's so hard to narrow down. I hate when people ask me what my favorite horror
How
movie
about
is.
just recommend 3?
How
Okay.
dare you, Michelle?
I know. Yeah. Thanks, Michelle. Okay,
Thanks for
so
ruining the
I would
whole
say
event.
what I think is probably the best horror movie in my opinion ever is probably The Shining. I love The Shining. I think it's just a masterpiece. However, my personal favorite horror movie is Friday the 13th Part 4, which is incredible. If you've never seen it, it's the final chapter. It was not the final chapter because it was Part 4 and they're up to 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like that movie just to me was like the peak of like 80s slasher movies was Friday the 13th Part 4.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. From there, there's so many I love. I'm just gonna kind of pick one that's maybe more recent. I really like Annihilation, which is the Alex Garner. I don't know his name. The director. Anyways, it has Natalie Portman. It's fantastic. It's cosmic horror based on a book. It's super good.
What one was that one? I don't think I've watched it.
Annihilation. It's
Jeff
really good.
Vandermeer book, I think, because
Yes, it is. Yeah, Jeff Vandermeer.
Series, right?
The book is also fantastic, by the way, but the movie's great. I love it. That's it. That's all. I'm only giving you those.
I'm like you, Holly.
I'm gonna go with
movies,
Shelby.
But it's more because
that I like the book. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, Shelly. Go ahead.
I'm similar to you, Holly. I don't watch a lot of horror. Mostly because I get too scared by stuff visually. Like I can read horror and I can imagine stuff, but visual stuff and scary music and jump scares just get me every time. I was like the kid that was like, "No, Jack in the Box," like, and there's not a lot of jump scares in horror books, so I'm mostly okay there because it's pretty hard to set up jump scares with writing and reading. I guess if I had to think, it'd be like way back the last horror movie that just stuck with me because that's why I don't watch them. They stick with me forever and they give me nightmares. So I'm a big wuss horror movie wise. Seven, back in the day, Seven was a horror movie that I was like, wow, that was messed up.
That was a really good movie though. I enjoyed that movie a lot.
Oh, it's so good. I have a funny story. I was a teenager when Seven came out, and my dad was like, "Let's go to the show," and he said, "We can go see Seven or Jingle All the Way." And for some reason, I don't know if I had like a stroke, like some sort of. I was like, "Let's go see Jingle All the Way," and we went and watched Jingle All the Way. And then later on, I saw Seven and was like, "Oh my God, I could have saw this in theaters." And instead, I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad in Jingle All the Way.
I know, like immediate regret.
Yeah, like as soon as it started, I was like, oh, there's people in the next theater over that are just loving life so much more than me right now.
And here I am watching Jingle All the
So-
Way.
It's like Jingle All the Way. Like what?
What? I
You're
can't-
changing
yeah.
that to your
You know,
favorite
like,
horror movie
sometimes
pick
you just-
then? Is Jingle All the
That's
Way?
right. Yeah, yeah. That's the best horror movie I've ever seen. Jingle All the Way. It was terrifying.
I'm gonna throw props out to John Carpenter, In the Mouth of Madness, because
Oh, I
it was
love
like,
it.
while I don't watch a ton of horror movies, that is one that I've watched multiple times. And then one other one that I thought of when obviously after I had spoken, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is a horror comedy, so I don't know how firmly it falls in the horror camp, but it's hilarious. And I don't really typically like rewatch a ton of movies, especially horror movies, but Tucker and Dale versus Evil, it never fails to make me laugh. Something about it is just freaking hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm with
Yeah,
you
I'll
there.
second
I
that
like
one.
horror.
Dude, that was a really
Yeah.
fun movie. Shelby is
Shaun of the
saying
Dead,
her,
things like that.
yeah. Shelby's favorite horror movie is probably Doctor Sleep or Hush.
I haven't watched Doctor Sleep yet. Is it better than the book? Because I didn't not for nothing. I didn't love the book. Like, it was just okay for me, but
Yeah. She also really liked Krampus.
I liked Krampus.
Oh, yeah,
That
Krampus
was a
is
great
fun.
movie.
Krampus was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Or
I don't
Trick
know-
or Treat, same director as Krampus.
I haven't seen Trick or Treat, so
Yeah, that's
Oh,
another one
you-
that's on their list.
You have to watch Trick or Treat. It's like an ultimate Halloween movie.
because I like Krampus because I don't feel like there's a ton of like
now I need to
Christmas
look it up
based
to see if
horror.
I've seen it.
We need more Christmas based horror. That's a thing we should work on.
There is a fun anthology called called A Christmas Horror Story, like movie anthology, and it's got William Shatner in it. Don't let that turn you off. But it's actually really good. It's like a creep show kind of thing, but Christmas, and it's very solid.
I have not seen Trick or Treat. I'm gonna have to put this on my list.
Oh, it's so good. You have to watch Trick or Treat. There's like 800 jack-o'-lanterns in every scene. It's crazy. There's so many like jack-o'-lanterns in that movie. It's insane.
I love it. Okay, I've got an obscure question. So I asked a chatbot to ask obscure questions based on what would you do horror version, because I was like, let's see if this thing can be entertaining. Oh my gosh, that's stupid. If you woke up one day and found out that everyone else was a zombie, what would you do? Try not to become a zombie.
I don't even think I would try to not become a zombie. I think I would
Just
become a
like-
zombie as fast as possible.
Like, I don't want to be the last one.
Yeah, like that's like, you know how much work is going to be involved in like living at that point? Forget that.
Like, not worth it. Everyone
Yeah.
else is a zombie. Let's just.
Yeah, like what am I
Go
going to
in
do?
with the crowd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You have to choose between sacrificing yourself to a cult or your best friend. What do you do? Here's a real. This is
What kind of cult?
Yeah, that's
Sex
a good
cult.
point.
I'm yours.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
yours,
right.
Everybody.
Yeah, just like a sex
when we-
cult. Or,
Well, yeah, when we say sacrifice, like, is someone actually dying, or
Best
are we just
friends
like
want to
giving
know.
custody of them to? Because I feel
Yeah.
like there's a difference there.
I
I'm
mean,
just giving over custody. I might be like, okay, pal, go ahead.
yeah, I don't got that many friends, so I don't know. On the one hand, it's like I can't afford to lose one, but on the other hand, like we're not that tight, so I'd probably
you
just
make
sacrifice them.
friends quickly, though?
like-
Can you make them fast?
Well, my best friend's good at making friends, so they could make friends in a cult. So I'd say best friend.
I don't
'cause
even
they're
need
so
to know
social.
what they're
They're
doing.
gonna do all
just
right
pick
even in a
them.
cult.
Yeah. All right, let's see if there's another funnier one. Oh, you discover your neighbor is a serial killer. What do you do?
Add names to the list.
Some of my neighbors plausibly
Like-
could be.
Blackmail could
You are
work really well
Alberta,
in this
so.
situation. I know what you're doing. Could you please kill these people
Yes.
for me?
Yeah.
I will not contact the authorities. Thank you very much.
Do you guys have like a kill list?
We
Am I the only one that
No.
doesn't really have one?
Whoa. Jeez. No, I don't, Michelle. That's really messed up.
Holly is suggesting names to a
You're like,
serial killer.
do you guys also have a kill list? Because I do.
I said I don't. I said I
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Oh my! Did I say I do?
I feel like you said I do, but maybe not.
No,
Okay,
I
well, I
really
might
don't,
have
but
one.
I might be able to think of people if I was under duress.
Yeah, like I could put one together.
Like the
Yeah,
serial
see?
killer.
There
I
you
can put
Yeah.
one together.
A kill list is like
on
a
the
Christmas
serial
list.
killer
Like I
note,
could
we
always
had some
pull something
neighbors
out.
for a time here.
Kill list is like a Christmas list. I absolutely love that.
This is what happens when you get Eerie River people together after 10 p.m.
I'm surprised my kids haven't come. I thought it was going to be like good 90% chance one of them was coming down the stairs. Be a pain in my ass.
That's okay. Your kids are cute.
They really are.
They are. They're cute.
Annoying. No. They both, I left them in bed, like both wide awake. I stood outside the door and they were both like talking to each other. And I'm like, oh goodness, this is not going to go well. Because I booked like, I don't know why I did it, but like two nighttime events when I know my kids don't like to go to bed. But then like, when else am I supposed to do stuff, people?
Yeah, when they're in school.
I was gonna say, I feel like nighttime is good this time of year though for like events and stuff. Like it fits with the fall spooky dark horror vibe. So
It does. Absolutely. So speaking of that, what are you guys doing right now? So wait, so we're Eerie River Publishing. Got all of you here. Let's show off our books. Okay. So for people that don't know, I'm Michelle River and I run Eerie River Publishing. And I also have like 17 other stupid things that I'm doing too. But the most exciting things that I do is I publish these people's books. So we've got Shelly Campbell. This is Golf, book 1 of a series. And then this is the special edition, her paperback cover that's only available through BookBox Canada. And Shelly right now is working on book number 2 in the series. So why don't you tell us a little bit about
I am, and
what
I'm
you're
having
writing.
so much fun.
Why don't you tell us about what you're writing right now?
Book number 1 was really small, kind of like one of those plays that if you saw it, it would be all set in one scene. So not a lot of characters, not a lot of scene changes, kind of small setting. It's a cabin at a lake. It's just one character you're following all the way through. Book 2 gets bigger casts, bigger stakes, bigger worlds, different worlds, more things going wrong. So we get a bit more of a peek of what kinds of worlds and what kinds of things David's been seeing on the other side of the door he found, and how complex those worlds are. So it gets a bit bigger. It's going to get so big by the end that I've gotten myself into that squeeze that a lot of writers do, where I'm like, uh-oh, I don't know how I'm going to get him out of this. I've gotten you into so much trouble. Now I have to fix it, but I'll figure it out.
That's that's exciting though. And it's always like, if you have someone too that you can kind of play ideas off of, to just kind of be like, hey, how do I get this guy out of here? It could be fun. It could be fun. I'm excited to read it.
I'm super excited for book 2. Honestly, book 1.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Excellent. It was great.
I know. I got stuck writing something else. I got stuck writing my YA, which is nice. I like YA, but I was dying to get back to golf.
Well, it's not only that. Like it was taken up
by 50,000 words in now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's not just that though. Like it was up with a different publisher too. So it's not like we're the first one that was releasing it, and it was never supposed to be a series. So this is like a whole new endeavor with the series. So, and getting the first one out, I think people are going to be really excited to see like what happens.
That first publisher, it was so funny because the first book, Golf, like originally I gave him two choices. I'm like, it could end here, and it makes it very obvious if you end it there that like David died, standalone, done. It's like, or I can add this little epilogue on if you want it to be a series. And they're like, we like the epilogue. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Well, they want a series. And then they published it, and I'm like, so like series potential? And they're like, no. And I'm like, then why did you want the epilogue? Because now everyone's
Why
going
did
to be
you make
mad.
me do that to people? No, I'm definitely, when I
It has
read
to
it,
do
I was like,
1-star reviews, and they're angry for that reason.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I did comment on it. I was be like, hey, we are doing it a series now. So hopefully they will be okay with it. But it was really funny. Okay, and then we've got, yeah. But no, I'm excited to see what comes of it. We've got that scheduled to come out in 2024. And then we have Holley, her book, They Are Cursed Like You. This came out this year. It's had some great reviews. It's so much fun. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this? And this one is also a series. So,
well,
floor is
okay.
yours.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. So I've been pitching it as like if the movie The Craft happened in like a trailer park in Alabama sort of thing. It's got a lot. It's predominantly female main characters. There's witches, so that we've got an older coven and a younger coven. We follow two characters. One is a young adult, so she's like a teenager, and then we follow an older woman who is a part of the older coven. Things happen, and the older coven's losing their power. The younger coven is coming into their power, so there's a lot of like tension there and sort of like a versus thing set up. It's queer, it's witchy, it's full of angry women, which has gotten me some interesting comments from readers. Most reviews have been very positive, but I have gotten the like odd comment of, do you hate men? Which, no, I don't. I'm married to one. He would be very surprised if I hated men. But I think for me, it was one of those things where, so it's a co-written novel, that particular one. So Simone Green, who worked with Eerie River for a while, was a good friend of mine, and they approached me and they said, I really like your writing. Would you be interested in writing something together? And I love Simone, so I said, of course, and Simone said, well, what ideas do you have? Like, do you have anything in mind? And I said, well, I've got like 3, and I pitched my 3 ideas, and Simone said, Trailer Park Witches, like that is the one we are doing. So we did it. And I'm really happy with the way it came out, really happy with what we ended up with. I think it's a great book. It's fun, it's witchy, it's got a lot of stuff.
It does have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's got like, I don't know, like I said, female rage, it's got LGBTQ, it's got unrequited love, it's got like trailer parks, poverty.
Trailer
It
parks,
deals with a lot of
curses,
different
witches,
things.
like you can't go wrong with any of that combination.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of it. It's a great book. It's on the Stoker recommended reading list for first novel, so hooray!
Yay, that's so exciting.
We also placed as a finalist in the
Congratulations.
American. Thank you. I'm really proud of that.
You should
and
be.
then we also made a finalist in the American Fiction Awards for paranormal horror, paranormal supernatural horror. So I'm really excited about that and excited to see what comes of it. It's a series, so we're like, it's going to be 3 books, but unfortunately, due to real life concerns, Simone has had to step away. So it's kind of on me to finish the series, which is a lot of pressure. But we're going to work through it.
Friends that if you need to like pitch things through, or if you want some help writing, like.
Yeah, so book 2 is in progress.
Yeah.
It's going well so far. It's all planned out, the whole series. So it's just a matter of like getting it out there, getting it revised, and all that good stuff.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to read to read it because I remember you sent me the original outline of it, kind of.
Yes, I sent you like the outline for all the books, and then slightly changed one of them. So
Yeah,
I'll have to talk to you about
fine.
that.
I'll just throw it back at you and be like, do it again. No, I'm joking.
Well, we have like one, like the current book is set in modern day, but it has like a lot of like 90s nostalgia. So the next book will be set in the 90s firmly. So it's going to have that whole like sort of thing because it tells, excuse me, the backstory of the older coven.
Yeah.
So we're going back in time. We're set in like the late 90s. So trying to pull on a lot of that kind of like fun culture and the music and like that whole like scene back then. Because that's kind of my jam. I dig when nostalgia is like in horror books, and I like coming of age fiction, and I like fiction that kind of harkens back to like what I grew up with. So like all that works for me. So we're hoping, like I'm hoping to like tie that into the next book.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for it. Are we still planning like a 2024 release?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying my best.
I'm trying. And then and then we have Infested by Mr. C.M. Forrest, also known as Christian. And the exclusive cover from Bookbox Canada as well. We still have a couple of copies of this if anyone's interested. But this is Infested. This one came out 2022, June, right? Yeah.
Yep.
June 2022. It hit the shelves and people friggin' loved it. It even won silver in the Benjamin Franklin Awards, which is friggin' phenomenal.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise. I don't know. It wasn't a surprise. It deserved it. We should have won gold. Screw that guy who won gold.
There you go. That is the attitude you have to bring. Is I earned it. I deserve it.
There we go.
You do deserve it. It was amazing. It's creepy. It's still like I have it on markets, and I'm always like, award winner.
Yeah, it seems to be like taking off more this year than last year, which is kind of weird. That like
the momentum of it is building, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like books do like they get out and they drop, but if we just keep promoting it, we keep telling people about it, like it's just the steam is just going to keep going. Well,
yeah, and I mean, there's still big things coming too.
I know.
Yeah.
Big things coming. Yes.
Big things coming.
That
with Infested.
Have they been confirmed yet? Like, is it
I mean, things are in the works, and we will discuss more this weekend at Frightmare in the Falls when we're hanging out.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not presented to the world worthy yet, but soon.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so this is we've got Ellie here. This is exclusive cover of Infested, and it's through I run a bookbox company. It's called Bookbox Canada, bookboxcanada.com, and we ship to Canada and the United States. And you can get this bad boy does have black interior pages.
Yeah, so sexy.
And they're all signed as well. Not all pages, just the books.
Did you say we have? Did you say we have Ellie here?
Yeah.
Oh, Ellie's my friend. She's awesome.
Oh, hi, cool.
Yeah. She's a very awesome YA fantasy writer. She wrote a book called Frostblood. It's
very cool.
Really good. A whole saga. It's a trilogy. Sorry, Ellie. It's a trilogy.
Oh man, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get yelled at. It's all right. Sorry, Ellie.
That's right. But have you ever thought about writing something else in the Infested world? Not that I am only on to series, but is that something that you have been thinking about?
So as you know, Michelle, I have I did come up with an idea that would be a prequel story, but it's a ways off. Like it's like several books away.
I would really love to sit down and talk to you about that at Frightmare, maybe. In case anyone doesn't know, we're going to be at Frightmare this weekend.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday,
in
Sunday.
Niagara Falls. Friday, Saturday. Saturday is my birthday.
Yeah, what up?
There's my cat. Everyone can say hi to Lilu. Say hi.
Happy early
Oh.
birthday.
Thank you. It's going to be fantastic. And I'm excited.
Yeah, Frightmare's fun. It's a awesome event.
It's going to be good. I somehow decided it would be a great idea to put together 4 panels for Frightmare in the Falls by myself and organize it.
I mean, that sounds like such a Michelle thing to do.
It is. Because I was like, the Horror Writers Association for Ontario, for whatever reason, they just didn't have the manpower to put something together for everyone. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to be there. I want to be able to like highlight my authors. So let's do some panels. And then I realized I put in for 4 and now I'm doing them. So that's going to be fun. But we're going to be there with like Erie River stuff, Bookbox Canada stuff, and then I've got some other fun stuff too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. There's supposed to be some really good panels going on, right?
There's some big like horror celebrities there too.
There's some of the biggest ones. Like some of my favorite are going to be there. I almost went and been like, I'm going to spend $100 and get my photo taken with this person.
Yeah,
Didn't, but I'm still thinking about it.
I mean, frickin' the Princess Bride, Carrie Elways, whatever,
Yes.
however you say his last name.
Way.
Come on.
Yes.
Harry Elwood.
Yeah.
The guy from Hellboy.
Yeah, Ron Perlman.
And he's also in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he's big.
I know.
I think Corey Feldman's going to be there too.
Yes, he is. I don't know how I'm going to contain myself knowing that I'm breathing the same air as these people.
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you realize that you have to pay like $100 to get a signature from one of them, then you'll go like, oh, okay, it's all right. Never mind.
Never mind. I still think it's my birthday.
I mean, that's true. Maybe they'll give you like a discount.
Yeah. I'll be like, look, I'm a vendor here. We're practically the same.
Yeah.
And we like, I run my own business. Like I'm famous. I'm on YouTube.
You pay me $100 for my autograph.
Here, I'll give you this book, 2 exclusive covers.
Yeah.
Tradesies.
That's fair. I think that's fair. You should try it, and I will record it.
Could you imagine? I'm gonna do it.
I can't get over $100 for a signature. That's freaking
It's
insane.
like Canadian, so that's like $25.
But
Yeah, that's like
like
negative money in American.
no, never. Like, I
25 cents
can't.
US.
I don't know. My kid, we went to Fan Expo last year. Michelle, you were there, and it was bananas. First of all, it was so packed. But anyways, my kid badly wanted to meet Finn Wolfhard and get a picture with him from Stranger Things. And it was like $125, and it took like 4 seconds. It was crazy.
And yet you did it.
I can't.
Well,
No.
yeah, I mean, we got the picture at least, so like,
Is it
it's
a good
there.
picture?
The way?
Is it a good picture?
Like, not really, because it's good because yeah, she's like they're together, but like, it was like he's standing there, very like just nonchalant, like, and then she comes in, stands next to him, and he goes, and then they go snap, and they go next, and then they push her out, and then another person walks in, and he goes.
So he can't, like, they don't even get 10 seconds to say hi.
No, they tell you don't talk to them. Don't give them anything. Don't talk to them. Don't do anything. Go, stand, take your picture, get the hell out.
Okay, guys, let me just tell you, when I am rich and famous and people are paying
How odd would that feel for them?
Right? Like somebody
Probably pretty
paid
weird.
$100 for me to be like,
Man, they had the Hobbits. They had all 4 Hobbits there, and the lineup for the Hobbits was out of the building and around the block. Like, I'm not even joking. It went around the block. This is like a city block in Toronto. This was a huge block.
While you were waiting.
Yeah, it was wild.
Oh, that's amazing. I can't believe that. Yeah, we went to Fan Expo this year, and I think like the one person we were excited to see was the doctor from Star Trek, and I can't remember her. Crusher, Dr. Crusher.
Oh, Beverly Crusher, yeah.
Yes.
Gates McFadden. Sorry,
Sure.
I'm a big Next Generation nerd, so
Good one.
Yeah. So that's that's it. But yeah, super crazy stuff. But we've got some fun stuff going on this year with Eerie River. One, I'm writing a book. I know Holly's read the first couple chapters already, and
It's
so far
good.
they're all
It's
right.
good.
Yeah. But we also have a huge Kickstarter that is coming up. We're going to start announcing. Holly, you're working in the behind the scenes. Have we figured out how we're going to like the Kickstarter actual like the introduction stuff?
Yeah, so we're
So
going to
that I
be
can make it live?
announcing like just I guess basically what the theme is. And I think Michelle you had wanted to announce the invited authors like one at a time. So we'll be announcing that. So it's a mix of invited authors and open call. It's going to be professional paying based on Horror Writers Association rates. So we're doing a certain number of invited slots and a certain number of open call slots.
Yeah.
When we do the Kickstarter, we'll be announcing the theme. So when people, if they want to start preparing their stories, writing their stories for it, I suspect it's going to be very highly competitive. So it'd be a good idea if any of you are interested in writing for it to, as soon as you kind of get the theme to start working on that, because
we could probably leak the theme right now if we wanted to, because we're going to be announcing it October 31st.
All right. So, for any of you who are watching this exclusive video, the theme is going to be The Earth Bleeds at Night. We are taking a broad interpretation of that. So we're looking for things like survival horror, eco horror, anything like that, but don't limit yourself to those things. Take wherever like the theme moves you, because we're obviously going to be looking for like a broad range of stories. So we've got some fantastic invited authors who have already confirmed, and lips are sealed on that at the moment, but there are some really big names involved in this. So you're going to want to be in on that.
Yeah. I'm really excited to start like telling, because I feel like the theme itself, The Earth Bleeds at Night, can go so many directions. We can go slasher. We can get people that are like focusing on the blood aspect, people that are focusing on the night aspect, the people that are focusing on the earth aspect. Like it can be so many different things. And I think that reading something like that, that's just so out there in terms of they're all connected, but also totally different at the same time. It's going to be really, 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 really cool. And I'm talking to a really interesting cover artist that's going to be like illustrating it. And then hopefully we're going to get some more artworks. We can do art prints and all that other fun stuff as well.
No, it's going to be excellent. I'm really excited about it. And like you said, I think that the theme is broad enough that we'll get a good variety of different types of stories. So I really think there's going to be something there for everyone.
Absolutely. It's going to be awesome. But yeah. I'm just trying to think what else we're doing. And then we're going to do we're doing our quarterly anthology, but I haven't picked anything yet. I've got to go on the website. I got to go on Eerie River and like get some recommendations for what our quarterly antho should be this year for next year. Because I do believe we're still going to do another quarterly anthology for sure. But Yeah, it's going to be really cool. We're going to kick off the year with a Kickstarter, quarterly anthologies, and then we've got a bunch of book releases that are coming throughout the rest of the year, which is going to be fantastic. Plus lots of markets, because I'm planning, what's the word count? I'm planning book fairs and markets all over Southern Ontario. Plus we're going to be in StokerCon again. We're going to StokerCon. And I'm trying to get funding to go to Texas and like Scares That Care and stuff, so we can like just broaden our reach to different places. Word count is going to be up to, what did we think? Like up to 7,000, or are we doing 5,000? I can't remember.
I think we're doing up to 5.
Okay.
But like there's a little bit of wiggle room in
Yeah.
that, obviously.
Yes. So up to 5, a little bit of wiggle room. But yeah. Well, thanks everyone for joining. It was so nice to do like a little catch up and say hi. And it's just been it's been a busy year. So I'm so excited for Halloween and just kicking off to 2024. Don't get excited like that.
Jeez.
I just need this year to be over, buddy.
I hear you.
It's been crazy. No, actually, I don't know if 2024 is going to be better. So maybe we'll just like.
Yeah, let's just shoot for 2025 at this point.
I know. It's just
like what a nice number, 2025. You know what? Let's just shoot for 2025.
Yeah, who likes odd number? I mean, even numbers.
Wait, yeah.
I'm just gonna get through this week, and then the week after that, and then until I die.
That's the way to do it.
Like,
you know what?
I feel like that's
we got Frightmare this weekend. It's gonna be good.
Oh, I'm so excited for Frightmare.
Mm-hmm.
So excited. I get a whole weekend of debauchery. All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Ellie and Shelby, for just like chit-chatting with us. If you guys need to find us anywhere, you can find Eerie River at Eerie River everywhere but Instagram. Instagram is at Eerie_River. Shelly, where can everyone find you?
I did not pick the same handles for all my social media websites because I'm difficult like that. So probably the easiest place would be the website, which has links to all my social media. And that is Shelly Campbell, author and art.com.
Yeah. All right, Holly, where can we find you?
So my Twitter handle is there somewhere. Yeah, that's it. Somewhere there.
Yep.
I am on Facebook at Holley Cornetto Author. I am also on Instagram, Holley Cornetto Author. I'm trying to be less on Twitter these days and more on other platforms. So yeah, check me out at Instagram or, various other places if you can. I also have a website, holleycornetto.com. You can find me there and you can connect to my social media from there.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, for me, unfortunately, I have my pen name. My social medias predate my pen name, so you have to actually search for Christian Lafayette. Yeah, and I'm way too lazy to make new accounts for CM Forest.
Change them.
Yeah, no, I you know what? I did my Facebook. I think it's like author CM Forest or something. I don't know. You know what? Honestly, like. If you Google CM Forest, like you'll find something. There'll be something will be there. Just go to that thing and it's probably me. Or it might be
just Google it. Just give it a Google.
That's it. Although there is a thing that is CM Forest that means critical mass forest, which is something about like saving forests. But that's also good. Like we want to save forests. So either way, you win.
Either way. That's awesome. Well, thanks so much everyone for joining, and you guys have an awesome night and a happy Halloween. All right.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right.
Bye.
Good night.